Hi there, welcome at your guitar workshop. My name is André and today we're going to do the second guitar part to the Always on the Run song by Lenny Kravitz. Somebody had a question about that, so I figured I'd do that second guitar part also. I'm not going to do the whole thing, so I'm going to do just that second guitar for the verse and for the chorus, but not the second guitar parts under the solo or whatever. So I'm going to stick to that chorus and verse. So grab your electric guitar and let's get started. Okay, so let's start with that second guitar part that's under the verse and intro. So of course it starts off with Slash playing that intro riff that we already covered. So at a certain point the band comes in and Lenny Kravitz plays the following riff. 3, 4. So how do you play that? You start off with 2 muted strokes. This is a down and an up stroke, like so. You have your left hand just relaxed against the strings. Don't press them, don't make any tones, just relaxed. And you palm mute with your right hand. So you have your hand to the strings like that. Now, you make that down and up stroke. Then you play only downstrokes on the following tones. That's the 5th on the D string with your index finger. Then ring finger 7th of the D string. Then index finger 5th of the A string. And then ring finger on the 7th of the A string. So like this, 3, 4. Now you've noticed that I play these tones, I play them short. That is very important. So what do? After you strike each note, you relax your left hand and you palm mute with your right hand. That makes certain that you don't hear any like natural harmonics or anything when you only just relax your left hand. If you do it both, so left and right, the mute is very clean and very sudden, so it makes for a much tighter sound. Okay, so after that, you make this muted sound with a downstroke. So you have again your left hand relaxed against the strings, and you palm mute with your right hand. Then you play an upstroke, 5th fret, index finger on the D string. Then you play a muted upstroke. Then you play a downstroke, 5th position, index finger, A string. And then you make a hammer on. So like this. So that first bar together should sound like this. 3, 4. So again, 3, 4. The second bar goes like this. You start off again with those 2 muted strokes, down and up stroke. Then again, 5th on the D string, 7th on the D string with your ring finger, 5th on the A string with your index finger, 7th on the A string with your ring finger. Then you play muted down and up stroke. And then you play this chord. And how do you do that? Ring finger as a small bar on E and B string, in 11th position and your index finger on 10th position on the G string. Strike it with a downstroke. Strike it with a downstroke. Then make a slide to 11th position and then make a down and up stroke. So like this. So that second bar should sound like this. 3, 4. When you combine that first and second bar, you have actually the verse and intros. So together they sound like this. 3, 4. Now for the chorus. Now the chorus is a little bit different. Again, index finger 5th position of the D string, and you play twice a downstroke. Then ring finger 7th position on that D string. Then index finger 5th position on the A string. Then ring finger 7th position of the A string. So like this, 3, 4. Now after that 7th, we have this and what do? When you play that 7th on the A string, after that you get a muted upstroke, muted downstroke, then you play the 5th on the D string with your index finger with an upstroke, then muted down, muted up, and then you play 5 with index finger on the D string to 7 on the A string with your ring finger. So like this. So that first bar of the chorus goes like this, 3, 4. The second bar goes like this. I'll play it first, 3, 4. How you do that? You start with the muted down and upstroke. Then downstrokes on 5, D string, index finger, ring finger 7th, index finger 4th on the G string, then ring finger 7th on the A string, then you play a downstroke muted, then you play an upstroke on the 5th, of the D string, then you play a downstroke on the 5th of the A string with your index finger, and then you make a hammer-on, and then you play that 7th position with your ring finger twice more with a down and upstroke. So like this. So that second bar goes like this, 3, 4. Let's combine these two bars, and then we have, of course, the first two of that chorus, 3, 4. Now that third bar actually is a combination of the first and second bars, so it starts off very similar to the second bar, and the ending is pretty much the same as the ending of the first bar. So it starts off with muted down and upstroke. So that we already covered. That's the beginning of the second bar. Then you have that muted upstroke, downstroke, then upstroke on 5th with your index finger on the D string, then muted downstroke, then upstroke 5th, downstroke 5th, and then upstroke 7th on the A string with your ring finger. So slowly, 3, 4. Then we go to the 4th bar. It goes like this: 3, 4. So how do you play that? You play the down and up stroke, then down on 5th, D string with your index finger, downstroke on ring finger, 7th, D string, downstroke on 4th with your index finger on the G string, then ring finger to 7th on the A string, then you play muted downstroke, upstroke 5th, D string with your index finger, then an upstroke muted, then you play a downstroke on 5th with your index finger on the A string, and then you make a hammer on. So together, 3, 4. And the last bar of that chorus is actually just the same as the second bar of the verse. So it goes like this. So that chorus should sound like this: 3, 4. When you play the second chorus, because I'm not very keen on doing every variation, but the second bar of that second chorus is, well, it's interesting. So it starts off like the first one: 3, 4. Then you get and that riff is what I wanted to explain. You play 5th position with your index finger on the D string, hammer on to 7th, pull off to 5 again. The hammer on is with your ring finger, of course. And then you play ring finger on the 7th of the A string, and then index finger 5th of the A string. So that those first two bars of the chorus go like this: 3, 4. And well, that pretty much concludes this extra guitar lesson for Always on the Run by Lenny Kravitz. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Check the website yourguitarworkshop.com for more tutorials and more information. Take care, keep playing, and I hope to see you again sometime.